Let's talk about it. Now, Tech fans, I know y'all might be a little bit worried, but pump the brakes. Everything gonna be all right. I know this is the second commit that has decommitted from the Yellow Jackets, but trust me, it's gonna be all right. Earlier this week, it was Xavier Tucker, obviously, or Xavier Rucker, obviously out of Alatoona. I think they're going to find a better back. I told you about some guys to watch out for when it comes to that situation. Amari Latimer's obviously one. Watch out for the Duke commit, who they liked a lot, and CJ Givers. They could look to get other guys, too, with offers as well. The latest one, however, is Chris Carbin, right? Now, there's a lot going on here, okay? So he just got an offer from Auburn as well. I think that swayed him a good bit. Now, look, what I will say is I know a couple sources when it comes to Carbin, and I do believe that he will end up at Auburn. No disrespect. Again, this is just my thought process. This is my hunch from my sources, okay? I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm wrong. I feel like that's where he's going to end up. Now, look, when it comes to Tech, remember, Tech's a growing program, right? We're seeing all these new deals for Tech, right? We're seeing the deal this week with Under Armour, 10-year deal, making 6 times the amount of money. That's going to help, obviously, with their Alexander Thorpe fund, as well, right? So Georgia Tech's building in order to get elite players. What's one of the highest paid positions in college football? It's left tackles, it's quarterbacks, and it's obviously edge rushers. Now, I'm not saying they didn't have the money to pay Chris Carbin or to bring him in. I just think the next team that's going to get him, which I think will be Auburn, probably has a better package. To me, it's Tech. Tech gives you the degree. Tech gives you kind of always something on your resume that you're able to do because, hey, you made it at a high level at a really good program that is not only good athletically but also academically. And to be honest with you, too, with Tech, they're on a rise. They're 5-0 this year. They just got ranked in the AP poll, which we'll talk about here later. But young guys are playing. Now, I've been on record on SI.com, Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets on SI, and I have said that some more of the younger players need to play more, right? Amatria Bradford's been tearing it up with his limited snaps. He needs to see the field more. He was the second highest graded player last week per PFF. Andre Fuller has seen the field quite a lot. He got a lot of burner rotation, especially early on in the season. Dealt with a little bit of something, but he should be full throttle moving forward. Next, you have Christian Garrett, another guy that has been playing at a very stellar and a very high level. So another one I think definitely that will get and see more playing time as it goes on. It's quite simple, and Coach Keys talked about it. Young players will play for me, especially if they are ready. We've seen that with Georgia Tech. Now, again, it's all about development, getting to the next level, obviously getting some burn early on in your career and being able to develop. I think in a few years, we're going to talk about how Georgia Tech's one of the best developmental programs for athletes all across the country. I think that will happen very soon. So the decision, like I said, it's a kid at the end of the day. Y'all shouldn't be coming for the kid too hard. Again, he's trying to leverage and figure out his future. It's not the worst thing in the world. Again, he's a dog. Like, it's not a disrespectful post on Chris Carbin. This kid can play. You check his film. You check and see what he's been able to do in his career with Hillgrove. Had him as a relevant team last year. The kid is good. He's elite, all right? But at the same time, like I said, if I'm a Georgia Tech fan, I don't feel worried. Again, good player, good kid, but again, you have burnout there. You have people that you can go and you can bring in. And I really think Georgia Tech's going to have that similar finish they had last season. When I say that, I mean I think they're going to have the same recruiting finish, right? In terms of flipping high-caliber guys to come to their campus. Especially if they're playing relevant football in December, I think this is a team that you will see flip a lot of high-caliber, blue-chip type of players and guys. So again, is it bad news? Sure. Chris Carbin can play? Yes. But at the same time, I think Georgia Tech will be okay. And again, my prediction, and this is my prediction per my sources, I think Chris Carbin is going to land at Auburn. But comment down below, Tech fans, your thoughts on this.